He'll figure, nigga. This is the Star Report Monday afternoon. Come on in. I'm in a great place. Got off to a great start this morning. Somebody on my team handed out 7 YouTube copyright strikes. Pow! Pow, 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 pow. I don't deal with it. I don't want to hear about it. Handle that shit. And here I am, huh? Just got back in the house. I did not make it to the gym this morning, but I got a brand new bottle of Farmer's Sus 300, and I'm feeling wavy, okay? Troll babies, good afternoon. How you guys doing? We okay? We good? Spelling, audio, testing. Code Red, I see you, my nigga. Code Red, salute, okay? All right, oh, man, before we get to Kyle Rittenhouse, free my nigga, Kyle. I was watching the closing arguments. The prosecution is reaching like crazy. And, hold on a second, I got a bunch of notes here. And where's my stapler? Wait a minute, Jesus. Okay. A charge was dropped. I'm sure you know this. I've got some details, so just bear with me. I'll get to it all. And I want to talk about OJ. OJ Simpson caught again on that bullshit. What is that Paul Mooney said years ago? OJ. It's a modern day Othello. Damn, have you seen the TikTok video? I have a TikTok account. I just parked the name. I don't really do too much on TikTok, if anything. And the video is circulating. OJ leaned over and tried to kiss some chick, somewhat Caucasian chick, looked like she was a bleached blonde. And she was saying, OJ, he's out, yeah. And he said, yeah. Leaned over. She did like that. oh, desert thirsty OJ, huh? Okay, hang on a second, guys. I'm pulling my notes together now. Where's my stapler? Okay, and also, Kyle Rittenhouse's attorneys have filed for a mistrial. Let me get my act together here this morning. Or this afternoon, pardon me. All right, we'll get to that. Also, I want to talk about, I'm looking for a casting director for my indie film. Talk about that later. Had a great weekend. Did the photo shoot Saturday, and I have a test movie poster. You're not going to see it for a while, though, because I'm still working on some stuff, clearances and music, yada, yada, yada. So it's going to be a while, but had a good weekend. Very productive, right? Oh, Chico DeBarge. Arrested. Methamphetamines. They impounded his mobile his mobile home. The nigga lives in a hold on a second. My fucking notes. Yeah, a motor home, pardon me. Yeah, Chico, he's living in a motor home. He's doing too much. Remember he got arrested and claimed he was his older brother, James? And the whole family has been, well, not the whole family, but a lot of their brothers coked out, all sorts of craziness. We'll get to it, all right? And Faith Evans. I'm going to be like really chatty-patty this afternoon because I'm trying to catch up. You know, again, I was busy this weekend, but Faith Evans has released a statement of sorts addressing what she's saying now are rumors about her and Stevie J getting divorced. I'm going to read that. It's kind of entertaining, right? All right, but for right now, O.J. Simpson goes viral. Have you seen the video? Loving it. And we're going to get to DaBaby as well. But I have to pull my notes together. DaBaby and what is this young lady's name? Is it DaLeigh? Oh, man. She's got one of those weird spelling names. So I want to talk about black men pulling out their phones. Is a camera phone a black man's best friend? Salute to DaBaby and his homie, whoever he was. They were filming the whole situation as she was trying to turn up, wasn't she? Trying to turn up. And when I guess DaBaby's phone went to his homie was there like, I'm just filming. He didn't want no problems. Okay, so I have the story here, TMZ. DaniLeigh, am I saying her name right? Some type of singer. DaBaby called her his side bitch. I saw the video. Called her his side bitch. All right. Hold on a second. That's my screen. Notes on deck, all right? Okay, but my main title, Kyle Rittenhouse, closing arguments, and the judge dropped count number 6 against him. Let me just read this. Possession of a dangerous weapon by a person under 18. If you have seen the video, which I hope that you have, young man was defending himself. Clearly, they were attacking him. We went over this last week, as anybody would do, you know. Start popping off. They were on top of him. Hitting him with the skateboard. What are your thoughts? Guilty? Do you want to see him go down? Phone lines are open, and I didn't open up my Cash App yet. Just give me a second. I'm all over the place here. Okay. Forever Maryland, I got your email. Yes, I'm up to speed. I saw the O.J. Simpson video. I love it. This old nigga just don't stop. Him and Bill Cosby. Wasn't Bill Cosby talking about going on a comedy tour after he came out of prison? Sit your old ass down. Dana, I got your email. Thank you so much. If you want to call in. Jack, I see you. Jack says, you know it's serious when Star pulls out a stapler. Listen, man, I still use a very old system here. The phones, my approach, my execution. And I hate to do this. Like, you know, scrolling as I'm talking. I like to have a hard piece of paper in front of me here, you know. But thank you for your donation, Jack, okay? And one more Cash App before we get to some calls and other things. Okay. Oh, 2 things I need to ask you guys tonight. This afternoon, pardon me. Casting director and Cam Newton. Anybody see the game? I did not. You have to know sports. Don't call in here guessing. I'll bang on you fast. All I saw was Cam Newton saying, I'm back. And then I said, oh, Jesus. Did he run for 2 touchdowns, troll babies? Or was it 1? Cam Newton back with the Carolina Panthers. Did they win? Go very slow. And I do want to talk about my film. It is in progress, and I feel great about it. Finally, you know, been busy doing a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm enjoying what it is that I'm doing right now. You're bringing area code 667. Good afternoon. Talking about a few topics. Research.
Brooklyn Giggles. What's going on, Charles?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Star?
How are you, sir?
Can you hear me well?
I can hear you. What's cracking?
Yes, man. I wanted to call you with regards to the Cam Newton situation. I saw the game last night. He ran in for 1 touchdown in the red zone, and he threw in 1 touchdown in the red zone, and they won. They beat Arizona. It was a great game. When he said, I'm back, I thought about you right away. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to call the Star Report and talk about this. Because Star going to be hated objectively.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure he's going to give you some exciting moments, but they're not going to win a Super Bowl with him. I highly doubt that.
Who cares? He's back. He's back. He's back. He came in looking all jiggy. I'm like, look at this suit he got on. Star going to be hated when he sees
Well, now, hang on a second. What you just said is where American sports is now. I've said this, and that's the reason why I don't care about basketball. Haven't watched football, religiously in years. Nobody cares. You worried about endorsement deals, sneakers. If somebody's doing something on the side. Are you a North Carolina Panthers fan?
No.
Or just like Cam Newton?
No, sir. I never said I cared about I don't care about the endorsement. I just wanted him to come back because there are not 30 players that are not better than Cam Newton. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Cam Newton is still, in my opinion, an elite quarterback. Yes, he did fumble. He did mess up in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to take that away from him.
No.
But at the end of the day, you cannot tell me he's not an elite quarterback. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay.
You can put Florida Boy J on the line. I don't give a damn.
All right. My lead topic, Kyle Rittenhouse, closing statements. Are you up to speed? Closing arguments? Anything? No?
I'm not going to lie to you. I was watching some of it. I was mostly looking at the judge's face just to see if he was going to attack the prosecutor again with the closing argument. But honestly, Kyle, he's going to be not guilty. I think they're not going to throw the book at him. The prosecution is definitely reaching. I think he's going to get away with it, and then we're going to move on with our lives eating noodles. I think we'll be all right.
Well, he's white, so he'll be all right either way. But I'm hoping he beats this because we're talking about,
he was going to beat it if those two victims were black. Let's keep it a buck.
I don't want to do hypotheticals. If they were black, they weren't black. Let's just talk about, our rights. Our rights to bear arms. That's all I'm focused on. I don't want to do about, if they were, shoulda, coulda, woulda. They weren't black. They ran down. He was attacked. Go ahead.
The only issue I have, and, objectively speaking, the only issue I have is that, he is under 18 using a AR-15. And I'm just like, I get he has to protect himself. I get that. But, he is underage using an AR-15. I know some people will be like, so what? He had to defend himself. But it just makes me wonder what he does, for a living. I'm just curious, man, I'm a little curious. That's all I'm saying.
You've had enough time to Google and find out what he does for a living. But now if you're concerned about him, surely you're concerned about these rappers toting guns in videos, gunning each other down. You like their music, I would assume. You ride around bumping it. Yeah, they're talking about who I smoke, yada, yada, yada. It's all gravy. That's acceptable.
I never, objectively speaking, you put words in my mouth, my nigga.
No, I'm asking you a question. We're having a discussion. I'm asking you a question. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Those kids talking about that drug dealing, yada, 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 killing people?
No, it's not acceptable. I mean, at this point now, I don't see why any rapper talking about shoot, shoot, bang, bang. Like, we have, if anything, we're trying to evolve in hip hop. Nowadays, you got people talking about bussy instead of shoot, shoot, bang, bang.
Yeah. All right. Good to talk to you, man. Have a good day. Thank you. Brooklyn Giggles. Okay, I want to check in. Free my nigga Kyle Rittenhouse. You've heard me say that last week. Hey, also, before we get into a whole bunch of different topics here, rest in peace to the 9-year-old. He was 9. I don't want to say his name, trampled to death at the Astroworld Festival. Or should we say his name, Troll Babies? Passed away Sunday at the Texas Children's Hospital after being on life support since Friday. I still don't know what the cause of everything was. Was it just trampling, people crowded? They had that whole rumor, I guess it was a rumor about, somebody injecting people. I never got the clear story because, again, this weekend I was busy and I wasn't online like that. But condolences to his family. Let me just say that. And I do want to talk about DaBaby. DaBaby pulled out the camera. He was talking about being a father, his kids, the internet, DaniLeigh. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. DaniLeigh. I don't know. I'm going to be biased here. Yes, I am. She looks like the typical high yellow troublemaker. Typical high yellow troublemaker. You've heard me say before, light-skinned girls are more vicious than dark-skinned girls. Troublesome. They line you up with no fucks given. But it seems to be the preference, when athletes and entertainers get a little money, Spanish mommy, chinky eyes, ooh. Now, I don't know exactly what happened. Again, I'm going to have to go to you guys or just assume. But I saw the video footage, and salute to DaBaby for filming everything. It looked to me like she was waiting for a moment to pop him. Pow! But she knew she was being filmed. Yes? No? She knew the camera was on her. Something with DaBaby, the 3-month-old. I do have to give her some respect, though, because when he called the cops and the cops came in, she wasn't fucking with the police. She wasn't talking to them about nothing. They said, well, ma'am, can we get your side? And she said, nah, talk to him. He called you. That I have to respect. We've done shows in the past. Have you ever called police on wife? Has wife you ever called police on you? But salute to DaBaby. So I'm not going out like this. I just went through hell and high water with the LGBTQ+. Hey, is that Dana? Dana with the smoke? Who is that? 973?
Yes, it's me.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
What's cracking on a Monday?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's popping?
So I sent you an email because you mentioned O.J. Simpson and the Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
So this has something to do with both the email I sent you.
Well, listen, I'm going to fix my my title because I want to talk about DaBaby, but it's not like a heavy traction, flow when I do talk about him. But Kyle Rittenhouse, either way, it's up to you. Where do you want to go? Jump in.
Yeah, I mean, I could comment on DaBaby as well, but I just want to say, so they're doing closing remarks right now. Yeah. Maybe the verdict will come in today or probably tomorrow. But his family, Kyle Rittenhouse, they hired Jo Ellen Demetrius. She is a defense jury consultant / expert, and she was the one who helped pick O.J. Simpson trial, which he was found not guilty of. And she has evaluated over 10,000 jurors and witnesses and lawyers. So she knows what to look for in judges and lawyers and body language. And I just want to note real quick, because during the O.J. trial, she specifically picked the perfect juror.
Okay.
Which is a female African-American with only a high school education, because people with less education are more sympathetic. Right. So he may get acquitted or a mistrial. So, he has a really good defense.
Yeah, well, his attorneys, I think you just said, they have already filed for a mistrial. Yeah, so they're already on it. So I guess if, I don't know. So if they already filed for a mistrial, maybe they know it may come back guilty. I don't know. But the fact is that I think either way, he's just going to get off. So, but I just wanted to highlight the connection with O.J. Simpson with his old simping ass. Yeah. They filed an official motion for mistrial. There's a lot there. I'm very anxious. I guess as many people are as well. But here's the facts. Faces charges including first-degree international homicide, which is Wisconsin's murder count, attempted first-degree international homicide, first-degree reckless homicide, and reckless endangering. He was 17 at the time when the shooting took place. He's 18 now, yes?
Yes. Now, being that the judge threw out the gun charge, that crime that they're trying to convict him on, it may not stick because he threw out the gun charge. Clearly. So if you're not going to be charged with the possession of the gun, then why would I charge you with any type of homicide?
Yeah. If we're throwing out the firearm, then your acts with the firearm could not be deemed as unlawful, in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer, just guessing.
Yes, perfect way of saying it.
Yeah, but
And that's why I'm referring to this defense jury expert. She probably knew the type of judge was going to be on his case. So, because, they could have say-so, I guess, with the judges and their personality, which it seemed like the judge is more so on his side. So, yeah, he may be getting off. Either way, mistrial or not guilty.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dana, good to talk to you. What's going on your channel? Anything new we should know about?
Yes. Well, me and the judge, of course, we do Thursdays, Man Up, me and Judge Joe Brown. And we also did our Formula One podcast we do every Sunday.
Nice.
And that's starting to pick up a lot of traction, not just with Black people, from different countries. So, I'm building more momentum on that as well. Good. And my show may be syndicated on somebody's radio station, but I'm in talks of that.
Congratulations. You have earned that. You deserve it. And I wish you the best. You know that.
Thank you.
Right.
I appreciate it.
Talk to you later, Dana. Okay. All right. Dana with the smoke on the check-in. Guys, I'm doing research, as you can see, on a Monday. Trying to catch up on some of these stories. Had a great weekend myself. Oh, let me mention this real quick. I'm on some chatty patty-ish today. Hey, Doll, sit tight. I see you, all right? I'm coming, Doll. Okay, hang on, Doll. So Faith Evans from New Jersey, my home state. Last week they were saying that Stevie J filed divorce papers. Well, Faith put up a video of Stevie J doing cartwheels on her IG page. And then she said this, which I thought was really, really funny. Did you know there are 3 places you can stay for free? Talking to the masses. Number 1, in your lane. Number 2, out of my business. And number 3, over there. My question now, is Stevie J a battered man? I met Faith Evans twice. She's a no-nonsense type of girl. We had a good conversation, but she wasn't with the bullshit. She's half and half like me, so, she's like, whatever, Is Stevie J a battered man, troll babies? And didn't a year or 2 ago, if I'm not mistaken, she beat him like an old slave? Yes, no? Is the live chat working? Hold on a second. Okay, there you go. 510, is that Doll? Good afternoon, Doll. How are you? Monday.
Hey, happy Monday. I'm on my lunch.
Okay, what's cracking, girl? I'm talking about a whole lot of topics right now. Stevie J,
yes.
Cam Newton, DaBaby.
Yes.
Come on, where you want to go?
I want to start with Kyle Rittenhouse and then go to the baby.
Come on.
I just for Kyle, I just want to say, you're right. What's the difference between him and all the rappers and everything like that? Because they don't really even know how to use that stuff half the time. Thank you. And here you are. You got somebody that really know how to use it.
Yeah.
So good for him, and I hope they free him.
Me too.
And because it's like you said, it's not about race. It's about the rights to carry, the right to do this, and the right to do that. And they trying to take everything away. And next, people gonna be walking around here butt naked with a vaccine. So,
okay.
Hello. But as far as DaBaby, I'm glad it's all being exposed because they really was trying to paint her out to be crazy, but really she just exposing like a whole nigga. Nothing more, nothing less. Like she said, all these dudes, they want to have the money, they want to do this, they want to do that, but as soon as they bust one in you, they trying to shove Plan Bs down your throat every week, and it's like, come on now, what we gonna do?
Now, are you up to speed on the tea? Because I'm trying to catch up here. I did hear her say in the video that he busted off in her last night. That's what she said.
Well, she made a post. She made a post on her story saying, like, dudes, they want to say all this stuff, but they don't want to take the responsibility when they see in you. So, you know, and it's true, dudes, they be ready to throw a plan B at you or make it seem like, oh, let's get the abortion, you know, whatever. But it's like, you want to have 3, 4, and 5 women, that's cool, but you got to be able to afford 3, 4, 5 women. You can't be trying to just, you know, throw 3 and 4 to the side and just maintain one. Like, no, you got to pay to play. So now he got to pay. And then
I'm letting you talk. Not that I agree with you, but I'm letting you talk. Now, respectfully,
but
are you a mother? Do you have any kids? Where are you in life?
No, I don't have no kids, but I had a dude call the cops on me before, and I was just like, damn, like, if I would have called the cops on you, it would have been a whole different story about how I'm dogging a black man. But it's like, I mean, anybody that called cops, like, why would you want to be with them no more? They a hoe.
Okay, now hang
And
on.
he's talking about cover himself.
Hold on. Why, let's keep it real. Why did he call the police on you?
He called the police on me because he was just mad that, like, why did he call the cops? Oh, because he told me to leave. He was like, oh, you want to be out, then you could get out. And I was like, get out? Where I'm
You were tearing his place up, yes? Throwing shit. I don't give a fuck.
No, I was, no.
I don't give a fuck.
I wasn't even doing none of that. Because guess what? When the cops came, what they do? Arrested his ass.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, Jersey. You know Jersey, the police don't play. Cherry Hill.
Wow. Okay, that's where you from. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm from the Bay, but I was living in Cherry Hill at the time. And he called the police on me because he was just like, oh, trying to have a power struggle. Oh, well, you can get the F out of my house. And I'm like, get out. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. We live together. And he's like, I'm going to call the cops. He called the cops. They was like, so what did he do? I'm like, yeah, he pulled me out the room trying to push me out the house. They was like, pushed you? They was like, sir, turn around.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And he was in the Air Force, so the Air Force was going to charge him, too, if he would have got charged by the state.
Wow.
So never call the cops unless you're really done with a person.
Well, now, hang on. Before you go, I know you said you're on your lunch break. How do you say her name? Is it DaniLeigh?
Oh, DaniLeigh. Yeah, I love DaniLeigh because she, you know, they tried to throw her under the bus like she was a side chick, but now she's showing all the receipts, how they've been together, how he's been doing this, and a lot of times you do try to cover a dude because you think it's gonna really work out for you on the end, but like Alexis K. Tyler said, all these niggas is out for themselves.
Okay, so DaniLeigh, are you up to speed? One of her family members went up on the gram telling DaBaby, keep my family name out your mouth. So it's
yes, because he lied about that too.
Yeah.
Troy, he lied about that because she posted her baby shower on her story and her whole family in the Dominican Republic was there.
Oh, okay.
If you follow her story on Instagram, she's been in the Dominican Republic for the longest with a house that she recently bought. So I wasn't even expecting none of this to, like, come out because I was asleep last night. But, like, she posted her baby shower. He wasn't there. Her whole family, her mom, everybody, her best friend. So I'm like, for him to say that,
nigga shit.
fine. But what do you think about this though? I do got to give it to DaBaby because he a real nigga. He got the best of both worlds. He got a thick black B with a wig, and then he got a natural light-skinned girl with curly hair, so he could wake up to whatever he wants to.
Well, you just called him a hoe-ass nigga. Now he's a real nigga? I'm confused. Which one is it?
He's a real hoe-ass nigga.
Okay.
Just like half of these niggas nowadays.
One more question before you go. Are you light-skinned, brown-skinned, dark-skinned, what?
I'm brown-skinned, but I'm not as light as DaniLeigh, but I do understand the light skin privilege. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I think light skinned girls are trouble. Dangerous.
Yeah, we are trouble. Y'all put us on the pedestal. It's y'all fault.
Okay. Enjoy your lunch and thank you for checking in.
Yes. Happy Monday, Troy.
Okay, take care. Bye. Jersey girl. You can tell the way she says Troy. Hold on a second. Somebody's texting me. Okay. I'll get back to you. I'm busy right now. Bunch of things. I'm just Sean Kingston. Again, something assaulted pulled a gun on a music video director. Troll Babies, wasn't Sean Kingston involved in robberies of a couple of jewelers, some type of alleged insurance scam a couple of years ago? Somebody stole some jewelry out of his house. He was playing stupid. This nigga stays in trouble. Sean Kingston. If anybody gives a goddamn, huh? Hey, Kesha, how are you? She says, appreciate your perspective always. Thank you. Bussy Metrics on the check, and I got your donation. Thank you so much via PayPal. Let's bring in area code 585. It's Monday.
Yo, it's the tall black jeans, nigga.
Hey, what's up, man?
It's Lane with a Y, it's Generation Y.
Wow, long time, man.
Been a minute, man. I'm sitting here, I'm cashing these tickets, man. I'm officially a sports bettor nowadays.
Really?
Last time I called, it was about the Penguins. They cashed. Last time I called, it was about the Penguins. They cashed. Nowadays, I'm picking the Rams tonight. Y'all can put some money down. Y'all can see what the Patreon about. It's Generation Y. What up, though?
So who the Rams playing tonight?
The Rams got the 49ers. You got this white boy, Matt Stafford, who just came from the Detroit Lions, which is the worst team in the league. Now he's 7-1 at the best team in the league. Rams, money line. That's what they call it, money line. You bet them to win.
Okay. So you've stepped your game up, man. I mean, because you've been calling it for a number of years, and you got it. Seems like you got a good grip on things. Salute to you, man.
Yeah, it's all about conspiracy style betting. I bet based off the date. So like yesterday was the 14th. I bet stuff on Diggs, Buffalo Bills for a touchdown. On the 14th, he wear jersey number 14. This is real numerology. This ain't that shit that your other boys be calling up about. This is the real numerology.
Well, I've never been a gambler with my money, but if you say so. Any thoughts on...
You wear all them bullshit fitteds?
Elaine, you got to watch the mouth. Watch your language. I got to get you out of here. Slow down with the language.
All I'm saying...
No, hang on. Slow down. You understand me? Watch it with the language. Brand new day. Lane, put him on hold for a second. Lane, do you hear me about the language? It's a new day on YouTube.
I hear you.
Okay. Tell me about Cam Newton. I did not watch the game. I saw him saying, I'm back.
Superman is back.
Come on.
Superman is back. You should have seen Mike Vick before the game. Mike Vick came back after they locked his ass up. Cam back rushing in touchdowns. Mind you, they gave the Panthers a white quarterback. They gave the Panthers a white running back. Boy, this is the Carolina Panthers. You know how many niggas like that team? Y'all got these white boys representing them? Get them out of here.
All right.
Give Cam his crown back. Mind you, he went undefeated, bro. They almost went undefeated when they went to the Super Bowl. So you better check the record with Cam Newton. That's the official nigga right there. You see he got his locks all high. You see him?
No. Hey, so let me ask you a question because if I remember correctly, you do seem to know football. Did Cam Newton run that touchdown because it was a broken play? Did he improvise? Was there not a wide receiver open, or was that the design for him to run it?
That's his playbook. What you mean? You think them white boys?
Lane, watch the language again.
That's going to do what Cam was going to do. That was a design pass play, and Cam tucked it and walked that baby in like he normally.
All right, thank you, man. Good to talk to you. You just, I don't own YouTube. I keep telling you that. Watch the language. I got to bang on you. Deuce, got your donation. 228, sit tight, I see you. 228. On the screen, guys, let me put one of my sponsors up here. www.yourpainyourgain.com. That's Troy, who's been calling you from time to time if you're in need of some type of legal assistance, if you've experienced any type of trauma at the workplace. What is that? Workers' compensation, anything like that. Go there. Ask for Troy, okay? Trolling RVA on the check-in 804. Where are you, Star? Okay. I don't see you in the queue. I'll come back in a second. 228, good afternoon. Talking about DaBaby, Kyle Rittenhouse, and a few other topics. 228.
Chopping game, Chili C, Mississippi, Gulf Coast.
Hey,
What's up?
Been a while. How are you?
Man, I gotta send a donation, man. I gotta put some notifications. I got you on notifications, but they've been blacklisting y'all or something, bro.
It's a conspiracy. Never mind all that, though. We talking about DaBaby.
Hey, okay, we ain't gonna get into that. Okay.
Did you see the video footage? Crazy.
I didn't see the video footage, but I just seen what she posted.
Okay.
And she was like, she tired of him busting in her, so he got mad because she got a plan B sent to the house.
Okay.
You feel me?
I hear you.
That means she don't want to procreate with that man no more.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the kids, but they got a 3-month-old. I'm not sure what this stems from, but I think that he, like other guys, once they get a little money, they go for a certain type, and I think that type causes more problems, if you ask me. Any thoughts on that?
Oh yeah. Hold up, man. Let's go back to your book, man. When you was dead broke, that chick went left, came back with another chick, and they started bringing you money. You know what I'm saying?
Chopping game, you talking about the 80s. Can we not go back that far? I mean, this audience here may not know what you're
talking about. But
it
relates to now is you had somebody who like you. Well, guys get money and start trying to get what they like. It's still the rules the same. You need to be with somebody that like you.
Right.
If you like her, make sure she like you.
Good point.
I mean, go ahead, come on. Let's do this ism now. We getting on.
That's a great point. Come on. That's a great point.
But I as far as who he is, his background, his record, call the police, man. I had a probation officer told me a long time ago. She said, Chili C. She said, you know what's wrong with y'all? Y'all stuck on this hood, not snitching, bleep stuff. Mm-hmm. And every time the police pull on the scene, when they run y'all name in, y'all background pull up. And she said, do me a favor. Start calling the police on these women. And they'll stop playing with y'all like that.
Okay.
And I did it.
Oh, you one of those? Go ahead. Talk about it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I did it. And then, I got mad because the police pulled up and was laughing that, do she asking all these questions? Do she live with you? Y'all a couple? I'm like, yo, man, this chick outside my house throwing everything. I'm locked in my house and she throwing everything out my car into my yard.
Let me ask you a question. Was the cop black or white?
Go ahead.
Cop black or white?
Oh, she was black.
Mm-hmm. I had an experience back in I don't mean to go back, but 2001, I had a stalker used to come down to the radio station. And when the program director called the police came there, the black cop already assumed me and this chick was smashing. He starts laughing. I said, what's so goddamn funny? She's got a steak knife, and she said she's going to stab the host in the afternoon. You better handle your business. But the point is, they assume, as you just said, when the police come, that the guy did something wrong or he's been smashing her, and that's the cause of this. Go ahead and finish up.
I had to say this about guys from me. Well, I know you mixed, but from the black ethnic background. And I want you to do a show on what I'm about to say.
Okay.
We have Stockholm disease from black women.
Talk about it.
We just like how they get smart and then cuss us the fuck out. Oh, I ain't mean to cuss us out. Then they turn around later on at the night and give you some brains and tell you how sorry they is and fix your. We got Stockholm disease from our sisters, man. We just do.
Now, hang on a second. Do you blog and do content yourself? I remember you were doing something along those lines.
Oh, I got the swags and kicks right now. Like I heard the sports guy call in. I'm the sports man,
Right.
I got the swags and kicks. I've been doing videos. If you notice, a lot of NCAA coaches is we are hating society. So
nice.
I seen some hating I love the other night when sorry Kansas beat Texas Longhorns at home, and Texas Longhorns trying to go to the SEC. Mm-hmm. And what was so disrespectful about that game is it was overtime, and Kansas was up by 1, Texas was up by 1, and Kansas coach, the sorry team, they didn't want to tie the game. They went for 2 and scored 2.
Okay.
Good money line bet. What else you want to know, man? Because I really miss.
I appreciate the information. I was just talking about the females, man. But listen, I appreciate you checking in, and I'll consider that topic. Do black men have how'd you phrase it again with black women?
Do black men have Stockholm disease from black women?
Stockholm syndrome.
And you know what? I think it is when I end it.
Go ahead.
You there?
Go ahead. I'm right here. Go ahead.
Us guys who come from single mother like I did. My mother had a boyfriend, but they lived in separate houses all my life. But when you see your mom willing to do anything for you, and it transferred to we thinking that a woman that we meet is on the same time. And that's when we got the game messed up at, because that's not our mama.
Very good point.
All right, man.
Good to talk to you, man. Take care. Chopping game, Chili C on the check-in. I haven't spoken to him in a while. I do not see 804. Trolling RVA. Did I pick the wrong number? Tomau says Travis Scott will be saved if he puts on a dress. Oh. That's a crazy comment, Tomau. Travis Scott will be saved if he puts on a dress. He's got to do something because the minor passed away. I'm just going to say Ezra. That was his first name. Thank you for your donation, Tomau. Guys, also, I need to promote my business. Casting director for indie film wanted. You have my email address. Reach out to me. If you're in the Atlanta area, please. You can only be in Atlanta. Nobody from Chicago, Miami, and New York, please. You have to be here. I was busy as hell this weekend. We made a lot of progress. And I got to get I want to get some things done before Christmas. Okay? If you're interested, reach out, okay? Let me bring in area code 706 in the meantime. 706 doing research, talking about DaBaby calling police and a few other topics. O.J. Simpson back at it.
What's up, stars? It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. So first of all, with DaBaby, she knew what she was getting into. DaniLeigh, a lot of these girls, especially the light-skinned girls, they like dealing with these hood dudes. And, if you listen to DaBaby's music, he say pretty much what he going to do to you. He going to make you a baby mama, he going to bust in you, and then he going to get on. What happened was, DaniLeigh, she had cooked him a meal and did all this, trying to play the wife role. DaBaby pull up. He eat the meal, and I guess he had some thoughts on the way or whatever, and he told her to get out. He was going to put her in a hotel for the night so he could bring some other chicks through and clap him out or something. So
now, hold on. Is this speculation, or did she say this is what happened?
Nah, that's what she said what happened. That's what she said what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a video on it on my YouTube channel, #Reclaim Your Throne, all one word.
Okay.
People can go check it out. It's like the full video of her live and stuff like that. He was finna bring some chicks through, and clap them out, whatnot, and then
you're my baby mama, and we have a beautiful 3-month-old, but it's business as usual.
Yep, exactly. And it's like, bro, what do you expect from a rapper? This dude, damn near 30 years old, still sagging his pants. Like, he's got a childish mentality, so I don't understand what these women expect. They just trying to get a rich dude, but it's like this rich dude he's a dog, you know what I mean? Like, do you like this? He already caught a body. He been shooting at people since he was young, so he don't have no regard for nobody.
Yeah.
So what makes you think?
Sounds like a pimp to me.
Change. Yeah, I mean he already had a baby mama before that.
So hold on a second. So from what I saw, because I didn't know the backstory, she's got on the sweats, the hair looking all frizzy. She wanted to play house. She wanted to play house. He said, "Nah, it ain't that type of show."
Yeah, and in the video she said, "Oh, I didn't." She was like, I didn't expect him to come home and do this and do that, and try to get me to leave. And she basically already knew what time it was, to the point where she didn't even have a crib. She like basically left everything and went up and chilled with him and whatnot. And he even called her a side chick. He called her a side chick in the
Call her a side bitch. Call her a side bitch.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the word, but you know what I mean? He called out her name and everything. And it's like, she really just making a fool out of herself. Like, she should have been dipped, left with her dignity. Like, a real woman going to leave with her dignity. She got respect for herself. She ain't going to be over here going back and forth begging while he on live. Like, you know what I mean? So
now, hang on a second. What's the name of your platform again? Go ahead and promote it. You sent it a donation. What's the name of your platform?
Hashtag reclaim your throne, all one word.
Okay. Now, do you also keep up with the tea? Because if you can call in once in a while and bring me up to speed, I like to, catch up sometimes. I saw something with Halle Berry on stage. She called Cardi B the queen of rap or hip hop. Did you see that? Call her queen something.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that part, but yeah, I'm in the Atlanta area.
I hate to miss nothing.
So definitely we gotta do some work, but I did want to speak on the Cam Newton situation.
Sir, there's no situation. There's no situation. He just they won yesterday, first game back for him. I mean, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. I mean, I agree with you. He didn't even start the game. It was P.J. Walker, an XFL player. He played in the XFL. He grinded like to really get in the NFL, and he's doing pretty good. He threw for 167 yards, and then Cam Newton, he threw for 8 yards. He went 3 for 4, threw for 8 yards, one throwing touchdown, which was basically a 5-yard pass, probably less than that.
Wow.
And then he ran it in, talking about I'm back. Like, no, you're not back. You're not even starting. Like, you couldn't even beat out an XFL player. Your time is done. I mean, you're going to be regulated to a running quarterback. They might even try to convert you like they did Tim Tebow to tight end, but it's not going to work because you're not trying to take those hits, or block for that matter.
Right.
So it's just like, you saw in the Super Bowl, he wasn't willing to put his body out there. He got baby mama drama as well. I don't think his mind is going to be in it. He's on some weirdo.
Well, listen, man, shoot me an email. Stay in touch because I do have to be brought up to speed on some of this tea, as they say. And I'm looking at Cardi B responds to Queen of Hip Hop, yada, yada. And there's other stuff as well, man. But thank you for your support, all right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, free my nigga Kyle Rittenhouse. You know what I mean? He ain't do shit.
Right. Thanks, man. Okay. All right. Folks, I'm catching up on a Monday. Something else I wonder. Wait a minute. My homie checked in. E-Love. Hold on. Okay. I'll call you. You guys know who E-Love is? Let me see if you know your hip-hop. Who's E-Love? I'll give you a hint, from Queens. It's been my homie for a lot of years. He was just at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let me see if you know hip-hop. No, not Ed Lover, not Eric Sermon. I'm going to wait to see if you really know hip-hop. Aha! Vaughn, I see you, Vaughn. No, it's not Ed Lover. Okay. That's my homie, E-Love. We go back a lot of years. Okay, I'm going to holler at him after the show. Good afternoon, 817. Talking about a few topics. Are you there? 817.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Man, that white boy got a taste for blood. Yeah, you can let him go, but he going to be back. Motherfucker got a taste for blood.
Sir, you can't use that F word. You got to slow it down.
Oh.
Can't use it.
Okay, my bad.
Go ahead.
Can I get ranch and ketchup, please? But yeah, man, he'll be back up in the system again. Once you kill like that, it's bound to happen again. Like I said, he got a thirst for blood, especially the white people start scratching like a crackhead and stuff.
Now, hang on a second. Are you hating because he's done what, a lot of people, the younger black kids do as well? He was defending himself. You don't see it like that?
No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, he knows what he's doing with the artillery. He knows how to shoot. He knows how to move. What I'm saying is, it's like people that were in the army or, killers. Like, killers have a thirst to kill. And, that young man probably now he has a thirst to kill. He ain't laid 2 people down.
Okay.
Look at Alpo. Look at these serial killers. I mean, it's not by accident, but it is what it is.
Objectively speaking, are you concerned about the white boy becoming some type of mass shooter because of this situation?
Man, you never know. You never know. It could happen. It could be possible. He could be on that rampage. His mama was laughing up a quarter till they turned the cameras on.
I saw that. She was smiling and she saw the camera. She said, I saw.
Yeah. That white boy got thirst for that blood. Yeah. And then he killed 2 of his own kind. So, he already got that little mentality like he don't care.
I was about to say he didn't kill 2 black people. He laid down two Caucasians,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you already know what type of mentality that is. Yeah. I ain't gonna,
Hey, man, thanks for the call. Thank you.
Hey, can I speak on DaBaby?
Say again?
Can I speak on DaBaby?
Yeah, please. Go ahead. DaBaby and DaniLeigh. Go ahead.
He should have knocked in her jaw. That's what he should have done.
Sarah, what are you doing? Cursing and all that? Huh? Jesus. We're having a good conversation. Why do you have to take it that direction? Hang on, guys. What am I drinking here? Natalie's orange juice. DaBaby. And who was his friend filming? I liked his friend standing there with the camera. DaBaby was asking him something. He said, I'm just filming. He didn't want to be involved in nothing. I have to respect it. Somebody's called from 800 numbers. At Casanova, calling collect. It's called from 800. 800. Yes, no, maybe. Get you out of there fast. Kid London on the check, and I see you, sir. Thank you for your donation. Kid London says, Kyle Rittenhouse is the 2021 George Zimmerman. Killer Mike's wife's cooking is killing him. DaBaby is a sucker for throwing a 3-month baby out the house. I've been a landlord for decades, as you know, in Hazleton, PA. I owned trailer park. Well, I had a trailer park, had mobile homes, trailers, and I've evicted mothers that were 8 months pregnant in the winter. What do you mean you ain't got the money? You can't get the money from the state. Time to go. So I can't hate on DaBaby. He's got money. He's got money. DaniLeigh's got money. It's not like, throwing him out in the street. They go into the shelter. Kid London, did you send me that picture of Killer Mike? Yo, that was crazy. I think we've all put on a few pounds, though, since the pandemic started, and we're all trying to work out. And, but, yeah, he looks crazy, Killer Mike. If you're the one who sent me that picture, Kid London, thank you. Dre Bar's on the check, and F you, star. Do you remember that time I killed you? What? I killed you in that interview. Oh, okay. You're pretending to be Dre Bars from the 6. Okay, hang on a second. Then you got in your feelings about Shelby. Oh, man, you're bringing Shelby into this. I'm still looking to chin check you, nigga. Salute to Shelby. How's Dre Bars doing? He was locked up for a while. He's official tissue up there. Thank you for your donation. Hustle on the check-in. In Africa, having kids out of wedlock is taboo. Sir, Africa's a continent. Which country are you talking about? It will get you disowned from your parents instantly. But in America, that ish is normal. Very sad. Zach Lee on the check-in. Zach, are you calling in? Is that you or someone impersonating Zach? Hold on a second. Yo, Star, I got a platinum Pretty Ricky plaque for sale. My funds are a bit low, so I'll take 10 racks for it so I can pay my rent this year. No thanks. But if you got a Pretty Ricky plaque, I might be interested in that. Most of my plaques were given to me from the labels, and I got a lot of plaques when I worked at WEA, Warner Electra Atlantic, when I did rock and roll and pop promotion for over 6 years. I don't think I have anything to trade for a Pretty Ricky plaque, but if you want to, I don't know. What would I even trade for that? I've got an Al B. Shore plaque. I'm never going to hang that up. You guys know who Al B. Shore is in the live chat? Oh, you want to get off on your own, girl? Yeah, girl. God, I couldn't stand him. He had the denim suit in that video. Girl. Saw him at Madison Square Garden. I think I've told you this before. Was it Al B. Shore? Was it Boys to Men? And then Bobby Brown. Now, Bobby Brown, he ripped up the stage that night. I can't front. He had that drummer named Zorro, but Al B. Shore was trash live. I got an Al B. Shore plaque. It's a gold plaque. I'll trade you that for the Pretty Ricky. Talk about hate. Hold on a second. You see, now you're bringing memories back here. Al B. Shore. Was he from New Rochelle, Troll Babies? You want to get off on your own, girl. Want to get off on your own. Me here. Ain't there no fear. You, my dear. Yeah. I saw him in Bloomingdale's. This must have been somewhere in the 90s. And the girl who I was with, she said, catch this, she said, oh, that's Al B. Shore. We're just walking, and he passes us. Ooh, that's Al B. Shore. I said, what? I said, what do you mean, ooh? I'm just saying that's Al B. Shore. I said, bitch, I'll slap the taste out your mouth. Dead ass. I'll slap the taste out your mouth. Hating. He had on I remember some Gucci glasses. He was with a chick, and this Dizzy brought him and says, ooh, that's Al B. Shore. Anyway, trolling. Okay, I don't see your number. He says Metro PC. Okay. Okay, you can't call because of your Metro PC. Well, at least you sent another donation, man. Salute. Thank you so much, okay? Man, that brought back bad memories. Al B. Shore. Why did I even mention that? Ed got your donation. That was LL Cool J's homie, E-Love. Yeah, man, that's been my guy for decades. Thank you for the donation, Ed. A. Jackson. Okay, you're mentioning Big Cap? Yeah, R.I.P. He was a good guy, man. Big Cap. Thank you for your donation. And you're talking about E-Love, yeah. Okay. And one more before I go back to the phone lines. I don't know what that's about. That's not. Zach Lee. Okay, Zach said that wasn't me. Okay, somebody impersonating Zach Lee. Polo the God. You seen that pic? No. Yo, Polo the God, can you email that to me? I don't want to like, start no tension, no beef back and forth with other channels. I'm too old to do that, man, There was a time when I would, clap at the next one, man. Yeah, I mean, not that I can't, but I'm here to help if I can. The younger generation, I've had my run. I mean, I'm still pop. I'm still that man, but thank you, Polo the God. Send me, there's the email address on the screen. Amy or, I got a guy named Marv. If I don't get the email, Amy or Marv will get it, but thank you, okay? Hold on a second, guys. Let's do area code 513. Good afternoon. DaBaby. Put out DaniLeigh, huh? And the 3-month-old. Call the police. Are you there? 513. Yes, no, maybe. 513? Okay, I got to go.
I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
here.
Good afternoon.
I'm here. Yeah, I tried to get at you before the other guy answered, but of course that's LL Cool J's brother. You know what I'm saying? Not his actual brother, but that's who he roll with. He loves.
Yeah. It's my homie.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I mean, as far as DaBaby.
Now hang on, did you see the video? I have to give him props. He was filming her. She tried to grab the camera, as those light-skinned girls do. She was trying to turn up. She was trying. He played it cool. Call the police. Do you agree with him calling the police? Can we start there?
100%. 100%. Then another 10% on top of that. I agree.
Come on.
Yeah, definitely. Look, the black man is the number one target in America.
Okay.
So we're going to jail without a reason. Black men are going to jail without a reason.
That's a fact.
So if it's even a slight reason, if the wind is blowing the wrong way,
right,
and they can blame it on you, you going to jail.
Yeah.
So, me personally, I hate to say this, I love black women, I love them, but you got to be hard on them. You got to be hard on them nowadays. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a fair game no more. So if I go to jail, if I got to go to jail, post bond, pay a lawyer, if I got to come out $5,000 to $10,000, and then I got to have my face and name all on the tabloids. We talking about it right now. He ain't even go to jail. Yeah. Imagine if he went.
Did you say that you've called the police? I'm forgetting. I was doing something. Have you?
Yeah, I did. I did say I called the police. I did say I called.
Can you walk us through this? What made you push 911 and say, I need some help? What made you go there?
Because she's not leaving.
Okay.
Because if you was a grown man in my house, I would snatch you up by your collar.
Okay.
If you was a grown man in my house and I told you to leave and you want to wild out and get belligerent, I'm gonna snatch you up and throw you out the house, and I'm ready to deal with whatever come with that. But since I don't put my hand on women, I'm gonna go the slimmer route and call the police.
Now hang on a second, sir. You're a black man. How old are you? What do you mean you don't put your hands on women? How old are you?
I'm 44.
44.
Yeah.
Why can't you put your hands on a woman defending yourself? I have.
Yeah, if I'm defending myself.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, as far as I saw, she didn't put her hands on him first, as far as I saw.
Well, we're talking about you right now. I want to do a deep dive here. I'm from a different generation. You know my age. My mother told me back in the 70s, early to mid-70s, if a boy hits you, hit him back. If a girl hits you, hit her back twice as hard. So I'm from a different era.
Right.
But now,
right.
Why did you have to put or try to get her out of your house? Why was there a breakdown in the communication? Could you not, as a lot of black people say, why couldn't you smash her, give her that loving, and calm the situation down?
I'm speaking hypothetically. Now, I'm not speaking my actual experience. Now,
I want your actual experience, sir. What happened?
Okay.
I don't hypothetical.
My actual
what
experience,
happened?
I had a woman. I had a woman over my house. She was a light-skinned dime, just like this situation. Light-skinned dime. You know, the light-skinned dimes, they think they can get fly at the mouth and talk like they want to talk, because it's always 10 other niggas trying to fall in your slot. It's always another nigga trying to fall in your slot. So as soon as she riffs with you, you don't.
Sir, you're fumbling and stumbling. I'm waiting for the reason. What was the reason? It's either one or two things. She punked you. She mushed you.
I'm trying to
chin checked you. She told
She
told you had no dick game. What was the reason? Come on now, I got time.
I'll tell you what's the reason.
Time.
I'm gonna tell you what the reason is.
Tell us.
I'm gonna tell you what the reason is. I invited the girl over my house. She was over my house. She came to see me. We was watching the movie. I decided to go into the other room and lay down in the bed in the other room just for like 10 minutes. So I went and laid down for 10 minutes. She busted in the room and said, "Why you ain't paying me no attention?"
Sir, you're capping, but thank you for calling.
Gone.
Thank you. He's capping. A light-skinned bitch poked him in his head or chin checked him. That's how they get when they come over, you know. Well, I don't bring girls into my house. I haven't brought girls into my home for decades. Ain't nothing here for you. I don't keep no food in the refrigerator. Ain't no furniture. There's nothing to see. Therefore, we won't be getting into nothing. Can I get an amen? That high yellow girl checked him. Chin checked him. Bow. She was testing his manhood. She came over for you to smash. You trying to be nice. You trying to cook a meal or something. They don't want that. They want you to grab them up, yoke them up, throw them down, spit in her mouth, and blow her back out. You trying to be a gentleman. She said, "This hoe-ass nigga." Pow! And you call the police. Lord have mercy. Hold on a second, guys. Does anybody care about Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia? Yes, no, maybe. Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia coming up. If not, we'll keep it pushing. I am I'm in seek of a casting director for my indie film. If you are such a person, male, female, transgender, I don't care what you are, reach out to me via email, okay? Dominic on the check-in. Puffy deserves a plaque for raising Albie Shore's kid. Oh. That was hard. Yo, I used to have a Puffy plaque. We invented the remix. I shot it up in my backyard in Pennsylvania, and I filmed that too. That's my guy, man, Puffy. If I reached out to him right now, he'd take the call, but I don't have a reason to call. Last time we spoke, we had a great conversation. Let me say to you guys right now, when I finish this trailer, I'm going to reach out to Diddy and a few other people. Hey, Tyra, how are you? Tyra says, I'm buying investment property and need guidance. I can't help you with that, Tyra. I'll be very honest with you. Certain things, if I don't know, I'll say I don't know. I never bought into that whole flipping houses stuff. I think that's a shell game. I think that's a racket. I think if you get in and you make a little scratch, then the hustle becomes trying to get other people to believe that you're some type of real estate mogul. I don't believe in that. And the reason why is because I grew up with my father who had construction companies, not to be confused with demolition grunts. I know about laying block, framing houses. I know the difference between a home built with Japanese nails versus American nails. A base house where you don't even put insulation in the walls. And when you try to flip these houses, maybe I'm helping you now, I don't know. When you try to flip these houses, you're trying to cut dollars and corners and hopefully get an inspector to help you. So you're trying to spread a little scratch around. But if something happens within the process of that sale or whatever that grace period is, I forget, you can be sued. I think that's too risky. In my opinion, what I did back in the early 2001, I bought raw land in rural Pennsylvania. And I started, as you may or may not know, putting up trailer parks, double wides. That's guaranteed money. Guaranteed money. If you remember when the economy fell, was it 2008, 2007, 2008? I was getting guaranteed money for tenants. Section 8. Yeah, so, I mean, hopefully that'll help you, Tyra. I know nothing about it. But, I'm sorry. You know what? I have a sponsor. I'm up here rambling. Where's my sponsor that deals with investment properties? I'm going to have to find their information and get back to you. Yeah, that whole thing with flipping houses. You know, they got so many shows on television. We got to gut this whole wall. We got to level it off. Put in a new roof. You're not gonna redo a home with American workers, union workers, and make a profit. So you're gonna try and bring in, some beautiful people from, I'll just say, South America and Mexico. But then again, you're gonna have inspectors that come around. What is it, ICE? ICE is gonna come around to see if they're legal or not. Oh my God. Good luck, Tyra. I can't help you with that, but thank you for your donation. I don't know what that's about. I don't want to go back into that Al B. Shore conversation. He annoyed me. But thank you for your donation. What are you doing? Are you serious? I got a cat trying to climb in the window. What's up? Hold on, that's Mariah trying to climb in the window. I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. I'll be right back. This is Mariah trying to climb in the goddamn window. All right, go hold it down. Trappolitics.com. Thank you for your donation. DaBaby is a pimp. If she ain't acting right, get out. Okay. Okay, thanks for your donation. And let me go back to the phone lines. Area code 631. Good afternoon, 631. Talking about a couple of topics here, doing research. DaBaby. Are you up to speed? 631.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Trap Politics TV, man. Have to call in. What's going on, sir?
What's up, man? Thank you for your support. Let's get to it.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, so like I was saying on the donation, he's a pimp, you know? It's like sometimes, man, when they're getting out of pocket, out of line, you know, you come to handle your business, but they want to do what they want to do. You ain't got time for that sometimes. You just got to get them out of there. Move on to the next thing.
Okay.
And that's what he was trying to do, I think.
Well, he gave her a baby, so I mean, all that pimping stuff sounds hot, but I think the guys that avoid the trap, like myself, are the real pimps. I see some of these guys going through what they go through I'm an atheist, a non-believer in the theory of God, but sometimes I say, "Thank you, Jesus, hallelujah, Father, in the name of the blood." That women killed my babies back in the days. I really say that.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead, jump in.
Yeah, well, the baby had a track record, He has a track record for knocking up, more than just one woman. So it's like she kind of set herself up for this. It was only a matter of time before the rude awakening happened. And she had a rude awakening before. I'm pretty sure in the past they had some type of falling out. And then all of a sudden she's pregnant. And then we found out it was the baby's child. So it's like, oh, you're just going to continue to set yourself up. So, when you set yourself up for failure, you can't just double down now and think people are going to have sympathy for you. And I think that's what's kind of happening with her. It's like you made your bed. Now you can't lay in it because he's kicking you out.
I hear what you're saying, man. And listen, I don't have the answers. But when you're that young, he's in his 30s. I don't know how old she is. The loving is good. The sex, it's all brand new, and you're exploring your feelings still, and certain things.
True.
Certain things titillate your senses, so you get emotional on both sides. So as you get older, then you can say, well, you got to be logical. There's no being logical when you're young and you're having sex. And kids start popping out. I just think you have to roll with the punches, do what you do best, and I salute him for filming it. But go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely get you. And speaking about being young, with this Kyle Rittenhouse case, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. I think he deserves to be under the jail, to be honest with you.
Ooh, go ahead.
I mean, who gave this guy the authority to be, judge, jury, and executioner when there's a riot going on? Nobody told this guy to go in there and do any of this stuff. And then when the fire really got on his backside, it's like, what do you expect to happen? It's not like he didn't go and ask the police officers that was in the vicinity to assist him while he was helping with the medic situation and whatnot. I think that he took the situation, way out of pocket. He got what he deserved from the people, but the people, unfortunately, lost their lives. And I think he should be held responsible for his actions. Him and his mom. Both of them should just go underneath the jail.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just my point of view. I appreciate your time, though.
Hey, do you want to promote your platform? What is it you guys are doing over there?
Trap Politics TV on YouTube. Lifestyle and trending culture commentary. I'm going to be doing a show today about the whole trial, about the whole DaniLeigh situation as well, just to elaborate a little bit more on my point of view about why women make these type of rational decisions with these reckless dudes out here sometimes. And it's like, I try to give my perspective, my commentary and point of view on some of the stuff that's going on out here. Hopefully,
Can I ask how old are you, and are you a man of color? I don't want to assume.
I'm sorry. What's that?
How old are you, and are you a man of color, Hispanic, Caucasian? What are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm black. I'm 34 years of age, and I grew up in New York.
Okay.
So I'm, I grew up in the hip hop era back in, in the 90s, back in Brooklyn, Vietnam, and whatnot. So, I've been through the trenches, got locked up a couple times. I just came back from out the country. I was in Colombia for a couple of days because I just had to escape America and all the bureaucracy and BS out here. So,
well, now hang on a second. I want to ask you this question. Maybe you can elaborate on your platform. Are light-skinned girls worth the headache? Let me say it again. Are light-skinned girls worth the headache?
Are they worth the headache?
Do you want me to go first?
Sure, yeah, definitely.
No. I'll smash a high yellow chick. I'll smash you, on a drunk night. But it's either black, dark skin, or white. When you get them too yellow, they just the mouth, the attitude, the positioning in life. It ain't worth the headache. Go ahead, finish up.
Yeah, no, I agree with you because, I'm not going to say all the things that was happening when I went out there to Colombia, but, whatever headaches that a chick is putting you through out here, you go out there and it's like, they put you on a pedestal, you get treated and viewed in a completely different way. And these girls are 10 times, what you would expect them to look out here. Those girls look, amazing. They treat you right. And it's like, you come back here and it's like, what's all the headache and the BS for,
Okay.
It's really amazing when you see, the difference in personality. But the ones out here, I'm not a big fan of the attitude and the hassle they would want to put you through just because they high yellow. I don't really care about none of that. You know what I mean? I've had me some pretty yellow bone chicks, and I've had me some very dark skinned beautiful women as well. And to be honest,
I like women as a whole. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Correct.
I'm not going to tolerate a high yellow woman. I'll hang out with you. We can do business. I'll smash it, but I'm not going to tolerate your mouth. Cut you short fast. But hey,
exactly.
Man, thank you for your donation.
Thank you too. Take care.
Thank you. Hang on a second. I got another cat now. Soldier Boy on the windowsill looking for Mariah. I'm not letting him in. Hey! He's a little too aggressive when I bring the food out in the yard. He's like, That's what he does. That's why I call him Soldier Boy. He makes these moves like, you attack me? Fuck out of here. Blade, I got your donation star. Let the can in. Okay, you meant to say cat. Let the cat in. If a nigga or a Puerto Rican had tried to climb through his window like that, it would have been another Kyle Rittenhouse case. That's a whole fact. Ashina. Hey, Ashina, how are you? Sheena, I wasn't on radio in the 90s. I started doing terrestrial radio in March of 2000. Sometimes people think, I used to listen to you in the 90s. I wasn't on the radio in the 90s. And there's something else. There's like a misconception. Maybe I'll repost it every once in a while for those who care. I prefer you go with the lie. I left Hot 97 in 2003. Aaliyah died in 2001. There was some little site that was saying, he got fired over the Aaliyah controversy. That's when the ratings really got better. And they said, hey, you want to stick around? I said, you got some money? I stuck around for another, maybe a year and 8 months, but I left in eventually 2003. But thank you for your donation, baby. I wasn't on radio in the 90s. Blade got your donation. Star was moving meth through the trailer parks. It's funny you say that. In Hazleton, PA, which is where I have my trailer community, I'll just say things were going on in that county. And I didn't care what they were doing in the trailer homes. But you couldn't sell or distribute because most of my, tenants were older. I preferred senior citizens. If you were in your 30s, rarely would I rent something to you. And why would you want to be in a trailer park out in no man's land? All right, but in that county, they were. If you know Hazleton, PA, They were doing manufacturing, meth. There were some people for a short stint that were bringing in Flocka, Molly. As long as the rent's paid, I don't give a goddamn what you do up in there. Thank you for your donation, Blade. Trolling RVA, we spoke, thank you. Dottie on the check and big nigga salute. Dot Focus, a.k.a. Dottie McThotty. Did I say that right? Dottie McThotty. Thank you for your support. Okay, sir, I don't just read emails. Are you sending in a donation? Dee Allen? Who are you? I don't know. OJ. I want to go back to OJ Simpson for a second here. If you're just not joining the show, earlier, I spoke about OJ Simpson, a TikTok video that went viral, and I saw this on Barstool Sports. Some bar. Okay, I'm not going to say the woman's name, but she's on TikTok. You know, she looked like she was half his age, some Caucasian chick, bleach blonde. And she was sitting there. You can see the video. Go to VladTV.com. It's right there. And somebody was filming her, it looked like, on TikTok. OJ Simpson's right there. And she says, OJ, baby, he's out. And she starts doing like that. And she leans into him. He leans into her. And then OJ goes to kiss her. And she said, curve the hell out of that old nigga, huh? One of my most fun interviews was O.J. Simpson, for anybody who cares. I think that was 2002. Hold on a second. Hey, man, I see your donation. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. He came in. Kids, I kid you not, I gave O.J. Simpson a hug. I said, my nigga. I gave O.J. Simpson a hug. And I still have the audio. It was a great interview. We were talking about, I had his cleats in the 70s when I was playing football, Junior Raiders. Juice mobiles. Rashad, I got your donation. Rashad says, do you miss your chihuahuas? I had 5 teacup chihuahuas. I do, but I don't believe in closure. So I've accepted the fact that, I had them for 16 years. Gave them a great life. They gave me so much joy. I never hit them, never beat them. They listened. I know how to train dogs. And it was a great experience. I don't think I'll ever get dogs again because it was a lot of work over the years, and I couldn't trust everybody with the dogs. But thank you for your donation. Hey, is that you again? Trap Politics. You back. Hello. 804. Yes, no, maybe? Are you there? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can bring him in. You're on. I got you live. You're live. Are you picking up? 804. Trolling RVA. I gotta go. Okay. Let's go to area code. Another 804. You there? 804.
Yes, sir. Star Report.
Hey, is this Trolling RVA or somebody else?
This is Trolling RVA. First time caller, long time listener.
How are you, man? Salute. What's cracking? Talking about DaBaby.
DaBaby, the new, didn't you say he was the new Tupac? Coming through all the...
I never said that. Hell no.
Yeah, baby mama there.
I never said that, but go ahead.
Yeah, man, DaBaby doing this thing out here. He young, he popping, he getting all the money, getting all the women. He got him a nice little R&B singer or whatever. She tripping, light skin, high yellow, spoiled.
Did you see the video, sir? I need to know if you saw the video. That's the topic.
Funny thing is, I'm Bait Boy 804. I send you all a lot of Chicks Move stuff a lot of times.
Right.
Chicks Move. salute to Chick Smooth. He is always on the.
He's on it.
Patties.
He's on it. He's on
Yes,
it.
he is every single day, man.
Yeah,
every day. So yeah, I be sending you a whole lot of stuff. I done donated many times.
Thank you, man.
And
Thank you.
I salute the machine, man. It's an incredible show, man. You always been doing your thing for a long time. Thank you. DaBaby, man, he handled his business like a man on that one. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to physically put her out the house. Like he was like, I got to get the people to come get her, man.
In my opinion, she would have popped him if the camera wasn't on. She'd have been
absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like you said earlier, man. The cell phone, man. That's one of our best friends nowadays, man. If we got evidence, they can't bring the tears on and say, oh, he hit me or whatever. You know how they be tripping, man. So if we got that evidence on them, then it is what it is. They can see it for themselves that they tripping, they loud, they the aggressive ones or whatever,
Yeah.
So
I think. Hang on a second, since you say you saw the video. I think, and this may sound crazy, I think the high yellow black girls will go into Karen mode faster than a white girl on you.
Oh yeah.
Am I crazy?
You gotta know most of them half white. You know what I'm saying? Or at least they think they half white. You know what I'm saying? So they already privileged.
Yeah.
They
play with me, nigga, and the police will come. You know who they're gonna take to jail. They say that. They say that to
absolutely.
you. Play with me, nigga. Go ahead.
But they're the ones that haul off and hit you though. Wham! They'll smack you and look at you like, nigga, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to handle your business out here, and I think he handled his business like a man. You know what I'm saying? But on the what is it, the Kyle Rittenhouse situation?
Yeah, free my nigga Kyle, man. Free my nigga Kyle. Go ahead.
Hey, look, listen. He was young. Now I know in Virginia here you can buy a rifle at 17.
Right.
So I don't really know the laws everywhere, but I mean, if he's all walking around with it like he about that action. He like, if you attack me, I'm gonna have to put you down. Pull a Carucci out on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as that Bone Thugs 3-6 Mafia thing, that's a wash. 3-6 Mafia go straight wash them. You know what I'm saying? Bone Thugs might get a couple of rounds. Crossroads, maybe first of the month. But 3-6 Mafia just got so many bangers. It's just, I don't even think Bone Thugs got 20 hits. That's on everything I love.
Well, hang on a second. Since you brought it up,
I know.
Hang on, stay with me. Since you brought it up, Jadakiss and the Locks, salute to Styles P and Sheik Luch, they proved to us that it don't matter how many radio hits you got. When you hit that stage, you better know how to work the new generation. Jadakiss, hang on, destroyed Dipset. I keep my Jadakiss plaque right next to me. Want me to show you?
Well, Fat Joe thought he could do that too, but he got washed by the hits. The monstrous hits of Murder Inc. and Ja Rule. He couldn't keep up. Ja Rule, Fat Joe thought he could come through with all these old school hip hop boom bap.
That's the Kiss of Death album.
And Ja Rule just comes out and just washes him with Vita and Lil Mo. You know what I'm saying? He could have, that was a wise. That hip hop thing only worked that one time. That's what Dipset came out sloppy. They couldn't remember their lyrics. Half of them was probably high. I don't know what the hell Freaky Zeke was on stage doing. He was having a seizure on stage. I don't know what the hell was going on up there, but they got washed, true. So salute to that. That was one of the best battles that I've seen so far.
Okay.
But hip hop is gonna always be around. That real hip hop. But at the end of the day, them hits is what sell them tickets in them arenas.
Okay. I appreciate the support, man.
Salute
Thank you.
to you, though, Star,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Trolling on the RVA 804, baby, on the check-in.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. Let that man have his opinion. I've never seen 3-6 Mafia in concert. I did see Bone Thugs in Harmony. Was it Nassau Coliseum? SWV. And I think Keith Sweat was there that night as well. They were pretty good on stage. They do that a cappella thing. And well, back then, they knew how to, really work the crowd. I'm going to go with Bone Thugs in Harmony. Wait a minute. Skrilla won Pardon me. Skrilla first. Hold on. I need more Alpo information, huh? I'm not done with that nigga. I don't give a goddamn who don't like it. I'm here to pick off that nigga's carcass. Skrilla first said, Star, did you get my email about Alpo hiding out with Manny in D.C.? Yes, I did. I've heard that audio before. Alpo himself, kids. He said he was hanging out at Manny's place. He called Manny a F-bomb. Now, I'm not trying to insinuate because he was hanging out at Manny's house that he was gay. I don't think I've ever said Alpo was gay. My theory was that a transgender clapped him. But I don't know the details of Alpo and Manny in D.C. But he did say, and again, thank you, Skrilla first, that's where he used to go to quite often. Did Manny cook some good food? I got that roast. I got the roast campoya, Poppy. Are you coming over? Hey, Roxy, I got your donation. Hey, Star. I never know ish about your topics. Well, I go to the trending topics, Roxy. Thank you for your support. Are you older, respectfully? I go with the trending topics, you know, with respect to what's going on now. I don't like to do old school stuff. I don't want to feel old. No disrespect. I'm a heterosexual man, but I don't, I'm not married to a woman in her 50s. I don't have kids in college. I think I may have 2 twin daughters in high school. Somebody threatened me via email a couple weeks ago. But anyway, the point is, yes, I'm with the newer trending topics. But thank you, Roxy, for your donation. Thank you. Yeah, somebody emailed me, threatening me, talking about a DNA test. Blade says, Star said, give me a hug, Juice. Hey, man, when I saw him, I said, yo, OJ! I don't give a goddamn who, what, how, if he killed them too. What was the Juice, my nigga? You kidding me? Buffalo Bills, and didn't he finish his career with the San Francisco 49ers? He's from Frisco. Hold on, guys. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Nobody cares about Sean Kingston. I saw that story and I said, what's with this guy, man? It's always some violent, story with him. Sean Kingston. It's either a robbery, a fight. Kid London says, defense filled a minstrel because Jesse Jackson. Oh, pardon me. Defense filed a mistrial because Jesse Jackson is attending okay, you're talking about the trial in Georgia. Aubrey. Okay, they filed a mistrial. Salute to Jesse Jackson. He could be anywhere, but he's there. Al Sharpton, Tamika Mallory, question mark. Reverend Sharpton was there. He was there. And, I appreciate your donation, Kid London, but, that's the older guard, I met Jesse Jackson maybe 3 or 4 years ago at the Black Caucus in D.C. I was there. I was on a panel with, the story, Angela Rye and a bunch of other people, Tamika Mallory. And he wasn't lucid. So he's at that trial. Ahmaud Arbery. does he even realize where he's at? Respectfully, the man was in the hospital, had COVID or something like that. Thank you for your donation. 747. Good afternoon. Doing research. 747. Are you there? Yes. No. Maybe.
Yo. Star.
Hey.
Yo, it's your boy Kensu Keku out in L.A., man.
Hey,
Flint,
man.
Michigan. What it do?
How are you, man?
Chilling, man. I'm good. Can't complain on this Monday. Just rolling up this little pole pack real quick,
Okay.
Had to get him while I can still. I want to chime in on the baby situation.
Yeah, now that's a situation.
Man,
go ahead.
The cell phone is definitely the best thing invented for as far as defending ourselves as black men. Because I'm telling you, Light Bright was about to turn up on him.
I think so.
At some point, she kicked the phone, didn't she? Or did she kick him?
Yeah. She tried to grab the phone, and I think she kicked him. She was getting ready to be rambunctious.
For sure. Yeah. That was for sure. I felt that if she wasn't feeding that baby that bottle right then and there, she was going to do something. And the thing is, I will say this, because you did say something earlier, and I don't think you've reached it when it comes to the lighter-skinned women, because of the simple fact that the evidence, if you touch them at all, is right there. They going to turn red, they going to have bruise or whatever. It's right there. They will try to get you to push that button. And that's how I felt she was doing, because she was saying certain things and doing certain things, and I'm just looking at him like, well, he's the only one that's calm in this situation, and him and his brother. His brother.
Okay, that was his brother?
There with the
that was his brother?
Yeah, she said that's his brother.
That nigga froze, and I respected it.
They look like.
He said.
Yeah, he just sat there like. I got the cam. That's all I know. All I know is.
now, hang on a second. Hold on a second, because you said he was more calmer than her. Yeah, for the most part. But did you see when the police came in and they said to her, "Ma'am, do you want to tell us your side?" And she said, "No, I'm good."
Yes. That was stupid. That was stupid, because that just makes it where now you just gave up your. Trust me, I've been locked up. You gave up your whole. You don't even have a side to lean on now, because now everything that he just said can be proven on live, because you're too belligerent and oblivious to even talk to the police about what happened from your point of view, from your perspective. She gave up her whole.
Sir, I have to respectfully disagree with you.
Okay.
Respectfully, but go ahead. You finish up, and then I'll jump in.
Okay. Now I just feel like by saying that, you do have the right to remain silent. So maybe she might be using a lawyer in the future.
Bingo.
So that's the smart part. So that's the great part about it, because it is recorded. Now that's actually genius, because if it's recorded and it's recorded, I wouldn't say nothing either. I'd wait, because you do have the right to remain silent. That's the first thing they tell you if you're going down. So I do agree about that situation.
I want to jump in and keep your opinion. Don't follow my lead.
All right.
I think she's a very intelligent, light-skinned female. I'm trying not to call her by the B word. Very intelligent. And she knew, don't say nothing. You know why? Because the police are not there to help you. Don't ever think when the police, a.k.a. the beast, come in that they're there to help you. They are not. There's nothing you say is going to change their mind. You're either going to jail or you're not. So it's best that you just shut up. The police are only there to enforce the law. They don't give a goddamn about your side of the story. I think it was very smart of her to just shut up. It's his house. If they put me out, I'll get out. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I as a person who just got out a month ago, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. They don't care about nothing else. They'll write down with your statements, but at the end of the day, they're going to determine what law was broken, and like you said, they're going to enforce it.
Facts.
That's it. Point blank, period. You know what I mean?
The police can't help you when it comes down to the prosecutor or the judge. Don't ever think the word of a cop means a goddamn thing. It's only going to work against you. It's only gonna work against you.
That's true. Until that court case comes up, it's all up in the air. So let them do what they do. Let them do their job. And, because it's funny, the same officer that arrested me, when I got out of jail, I'm walking out the courthouse because I stayed around the corner from not too far from it. I'm walking out the courthouse, got my little lunch they gave me, and he's right there. Yeah. And I said, thank you for being of service. Because at the end of the day, he had to do his job.
Yeah.
And he did it objectively, respectfully. That's how I look at it, and that's what they're going to do. So I do take that back, what I said, because now that I think about it, he was like, he did say,
Sir, if I can say one more thing, the police are not there.
Sir.
The police are not there to be objective. No, they're not. No.
Well, no, yeah. Well, not really. But that dude, he was in that scenario, to me at least, from what went down with me. He had to do his job, and he did it right.
Okay.
And I got out. so that's how I look at it. But yeah, man, that's definitely how I felt about that situation.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate you, Star.
Yes, sir. Take care. Right. The police are race soldiers. Objectively. maybe in 60 years, the scales will be somewhat balanced. But still, we've got the privatized banking system. So racism is always going to be here. Objective. What my father told me in 1974 when I was 10 years old. He said, the police want to kill you, boy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Do you understand me? And I said, copy. I always said copy because I thought I was on that show, Adam 12, the police show. Copy. He said, the police want to kill you, boy. Please put your handcuffs on you. Don't say nothing. You just call me or your mama. Blade, I got your donation. Somebody sent it a donation. Who was that? Somebody said, who's going to play Manny? Whoa, wait, who was that? Wait. Skrilla first said, who is going to play Manny in Paid in Full Part 2? Z-Snap. Purr. Purr. Cha. Every time I've been arrested, if I even think I'm going to jail, I'm ready to turn around and put my hands behind my back. Sir, can you put your... Before they even finish speaking, put your hands behind my back. You will not shoot me or claim that I was resisting arrest or tussling. It only took one time. You've heard me say this before. Uptown Manhattan on 152nd between Bro and Amsterdam. It only took one time. I think it was 1980, late 81, 82. I tried to talk to the cop. I was very new to New York, from New Jersey. And the cop hit me in the back of the head with his forearm. Bang! My head hit the brick wall. Pow! And I said, I'm sorry, my head hit your arm. Excuse me. I had to remember what my father told me. Shut your mouth, boy. They are not there to help you. 813 boss. DaBaby and Danny are clout chasing. Cops called out for a domestic dispute. Will never leave a scene without one of the parties leaving the home. I didn't get that far, 813 boss. So they left the two of them there? What you're saying makes sense, but what state are we talking about? Hold on a second. What state are we talking about? Troll babies, did they cops leave both of them in the house? And you guys are laughing at how I interacted with the cop. I was from Jersey. I had a very thick Jersey accent. I was very much a Jersey kid from the suburbs. I thought I was smarter than everybody. Get myself out of this situation. Cop reminded me fast of who I was. Truth be told, for some of you who heard me say this before, I used to watch Beretta and was it The Rooster? This is going very, very far back. You have to be in your 50s to know, or your 60s. The Rooster, that was the guy who gave Beretta the information. He was a pimp. Anybody in that live chat know this, or am I going too far back? And then you had Huggy Bear. Huggy Bear? Huggy Bear that gave information to Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, Huggy Bear. Huggy Bear was a snitch. The Rooster was a snitch. Yes, I'm rambling. Okay, yeah. So, growing up watching them in the 70s, hey, the Rooster told. I'm going to tell like the Rooster told Beretta or Huggy Bear told Starsky and Hutch, and I get out of this situation. Oh, Tony says, I know Beretta and Huggy Bear. Okay. Thank you, 813 boss. Let's go to area code 347. Good afternoon. Evening 347. Okay, it's late. Evening, how are you? 347.
What's going on, big homie?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. Can we put some respect on that nigga who said who gonna play Manny in the Alpo movie? That was hard body.
Facts.
Word.
Facts.
That was hard body. Salute to you, whoever you is, my nigga.
Yeah.
Love.
I think they're gonna have to update the film because not that I'm trying to put smut on Alpo's name, but if I am, who gives a goddamn? He lived by a certain.
I don't.
Well, he lived by a certain code. He was killing people. So so what if we kill his character? So what? But
Word, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You gotta watch your language. Watch your language, please. But the thing.
Pardon me, OG.
The thing is, he said himself he used to hang at Manny's house. He said, and then he said Manny was an F-bomb. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to show some respect for that man who said that, man. I didn't check out that DaBaby and his baby mama video yet. I'm gonna check that out. I just was tapping in with you, big homie, just to put some respect on homie name.
Thank you, man. Salute. Thank you.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah. Manny. Is Manny still alive? Troll babies. Manny who, as Alpo said, I'm just gonna say was gay. I'm not gonna use the F-bomb. Anybody know, is Manny still alive? Or did Alpo kill Manny? Huh? You know too much. Thanks for the Badussy. It's time that you die. What happened to Manny? Yes, Manny. Google this. Don't get mad at me, and I don't give a goddamn if you get mad. I'm here to pick off that nigga's bones like I told you before. I'm from Jersey, nigga. That's how we do it. I'm not loyal to no New York drug dealers. Hold on a second. Somebody else's information I wanted to put on my screen. Hold on. Here we go. www.sleepymuch.com. Go there, spend some Skrilla. Send me a screenshot, and I'll give you 2 weeks free promotion. We're the homies up in Canada as well. Hold on. This cat is back on the window ledge. He's a tough customer. I'm going to film him. Soldier Boy. He's crazy. www.sleepymuch.com. Prim Accounting. Hang on, I got a few more sponsors I have to load up here. Wait a minute. Do I have Andre's tattoos? Give me a second, guys. Sleepy Much, and then we have the homies out of the 6. Here we go. Dub. We love hiphop.ca, okay? Speaking of your code, 651. Good evening. Are you there? 651.
Hi, it's Felicia.
Hey, Felicia, how are you? Good to hear from you.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I just wanted to call in about the DaniLeigh situation, DaniLeigh and DaBaby.
I'm bringing that fire to light-skinned girls today. They can get it, too. Are you light-skinned, Danny?
Am I light-skinned? I am on the lighter spectrum. But I heard a caller say, and I've heard a couple of men say this, that light-skinned women are nuts. But what I want to talk about really is empowering women who, we'll sit back and we'll say, hey, we're powerful, we're this, we're that, and men fight wars for us, and we're amazing. And then we constantly are in situations like this. It kills me. Like, how powerful really are we if we, just are letting men do whatever they want to us and having us crying on Instagram, posting memes about how we're never going to get played again. It's like, honey, you saw this happen so many times before. His baby mom told you about who he was, and then here you are crying and getting kicked out of his condo.
Well, Felicia, how old are you? We've spoken before. How old are you?
Yes, we have. I'm 36, and I do not have children. And I just had this conversation with a good friend yesterday who, at 35, had her first child, and is now one of those crying and, oh, man, and it's like, why? Why do we do this?
If I can jump in and say this, younger people and people in their 30s who haven't even hit 40 yet, that's when the loving is good. That's when you are celebrating the flesh. That's when you in my opinion, you are experiencing love. The point of selflessness. Love. When you get older, it's so easy to tell people what you should and what you shouldn't do. You need to see the signs. That's what old people say when they get old and they don't have the fire and the spunk. They may have wisdom, but it's easier to say that stuff when you're older. But when you're young and you're living in the moment, it's hard. I'll say that myself. But go ahead.
So you can speak from a man's perspective. I'm speaking from a 30-something-year-old woman's perspective who knows all about letting the flesh take over.
Come on.
The flesh takes over quite often. But, and I'm just speaking in my case, the flesh takes over quite often. What I'm saying is that no matter what happens, we hold a lot more power than we give ourselves credit for. And I get it, there are a lot more men who listen to or who watch this podcast, but we really do hold a lot of power. Y'all talk about all the time how men fight wars for women, you kill for women, you do this for women. So why do we keep ending up in these types of situations? We have to take accountability. We have to take accountability. She sat and made a song called Yellow Bone is What He Wants. And then when she got pregnant, he never acknowledged it. Like, there are just some red flags that I think women ignore, and then we choose to sit back when all the dust settles, and now we want everybody to feel bad for us. And I'm not going to teach young girls, especially not young Black and brown women, as I say a lot. I'm not teaching them how to be a part of this mess. It's all a mess.
I agree with what you're saying. I hear you loud and clear. I don't really have a rebuttal. I appreciate what you're saying.
But and I appreciate you as well, and I do understand flesh. Yeah. Flesh is amazing. We all know that.
If I can just say this, with regards to celebrating the flesh, just in my opinion, you are powerful until the sex becomes redundant. You see, men like variety. In my opinion, men should have variety. I'm not married because I like variety. I'm heterosexual.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heterosexual. I like variety. If your mouth starts becoming more of a factor than your ass, it's time to move on. I'm just, I can cut it short like that. It doesn't mean I'm cold-hearted. It doesn't mean I'm malicious. I'm very much a romantic in the early stages of the relationship. I'm not a simp. Definitely not a trick. If it comes down...
No, you're a Taurus like me.
I'm limitless.
Get it.
Limitless. But I'm just adding to what you're saying. Yes, you have power until that sex becomes redundant, until I get tired of hearing you giggle, until I get tired of smelling the same goddamn hairspray or whatever you're putting in your hair. I don't want to get too vulgar, but, certain things just become normalized. And I'm like, hey, what'd you say?
I've heard you talk about that before.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be mean-spirited towards women. I like women. Some men don't like women. And that's a whole nother conversation. I like women, but
exactly.
The sex it does slow down. Me personally, and I'll throw this back to you. Me personally, coming out the gate, I'm only smashing you once a week. I want to stretch it out. Let's see if we can drag this out 4 years. You start smashing more than once a week, it'll be done in a year and a half. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. As a woman in my 30s, you should know, too, because you're in your 50s, that women, as we get older, until we hit about 50-something, we now are hitting our peak. We want it more than we wanted it 10 years ago. And so we like sex, too. And it's really not that hard to protect yourself and to make sure that you don't end up with, struggle memes about how he did you wrong and now you're sitting up with a baby and you're not going to teach your daughter how to end up in this situation. If you're broken, fix it.
I hear you.
If not, do your thing and have fun.
I hear you loud and clear, but I will say this, not to be disrespectful. Yes, you may want sex more and more as time goes on, but the difference is, hang on, let me just take a screenshot here. Someone just sent a donation. I want to make sure I don't miss it. The difference is, and I say this with all due respect, after you hit that 40 mark, you become less desirable in our eyes.
Oh, you're out of control.
After 40.
Well,
hang on. Let me get this one
properly
off. I'm enjoying the conversation. Let me get this one off. After 40.
Okay.
You've got that callus on your feet you're trying to scrape off with that little goddamn
no.
bar or whatever that thing is, that stone. You're putting on more makeup. You start dyeing the gray. You may have pushed out a puppy or two. So after 40, we are reckless eyeballing the ones that are 25 and 30. I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
So after 40, well, really after about 30, you men start burning out and you can't do it the way that you used to do it. So don't be mad if a woman's got a vibrator and a young man and a 28-year-old or a 22-year-old. So that's what I have to say about that. We may love you, but we may need that 30-year-old because after 30, especially if you start having sex at 15, and you've been knocking them down and getting all these women pregnant.
I get it.
Yeah, you're cute. You keep us company, but I need a 22-year-old.
Gotcha.
So keep that penis working, keep that stamina up, and we'll be good.
Gotcha. Because, listen, I've always prided myself on being a proud 2.5-minute man. Me, 9 minutes of
hell no.
9 minutes of smashing? No, I would have to be juiced up on something. But thank you for the call. I appreciate your perspectives. I really do.
Thank you.
Bye, Felicia. Salute to niggas out here smashing the coochie for 15 and 20 minutes. I don't think I've ever in my life smashed a girl for 20 minutes. I don't think I've ever Smash no girl for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Andre got your donation. The same professional hits that happened in the Bronx and Brooklyn earlier in the year are the same people that hit Alpo. It's all connected. Alpo was being watched. They gave home a chance. 5 shots sent to mass. NYPD is the connect now. Whew. That man knows something. Let me put the man's information on the screen who just said that. That was Church. There he is. Dub. Andre Tattoos. He does incredible work. Tell him I sent you. Okay. I think we've hit the 2-hour mark. Guys, thank you for your time this afternoon. It's now evening. I was just catching up today on some of these stories. DaBaby's not really a big topic for me. It never is, but he's lit again. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I get this banner ready here. PoorLegacy.com. Please go there and tell these young men I sent you as well. All right? I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Be safe.